Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining with me today for the Ph.D. Open House at Thammasat Business School. So this evening, I'm going to tell you about our Ph.D. program. So you will see that how you can get admission here and how you can actually be excellent with your research and your career path. So let's get started. We have 4 majors, as you can see here. We have the major with the accounting, major with the marketing, management, and finance. You can choose any one of these area and you can complete your PhD from Thammasat Business School. Now, to complete the PhD, you got to complete actually 18 coursework, which is like a credit hour, as well as 36 credit hour for the dissertation. I'll tell you how the program actually works throughout the whole time I have here today. Right. So here you can see that the first year, you have to complete actually like 18 credit hour. Very first year, first semester, you will have the 3 courses with 9 credit hour, and you will learn the fundamental concept of the PhD program. Then you will have the second semester where you will learn about the subject that are related to your specific area. For example, if you are from the marketing, we're going to teach you more details about the marketing. After completing the year, then you will see that you have a QE exam or the qualifying exam. This qualifying exam is very important. Once you complete this qualifying exam, then you become the PhD candidate for the Thammasat Business School. Then what happened in the next year, you will see that you have the dissertation, you have to work with your supervisor as well as with the other PhD student. So first semester, you will see that you have 6 credit hour. Then the second semester, you will have the 12 credit hour. We expect you to complete the proposal defense by this time. And we also expect you to attend 1 international conference during this 1 year time. Then on the third year, we expect you to go for dissertation. And first semester, you will have the 6 credit hour. Then the second semester, you will have the 12 credit hour. Throughout this 1 year time, we expect you to complete your defense, PhD defense, as well as we expect you to publish a part of your thesis for an international journal. So that's the 3-year program, and we hope that our student can complete the PhD within 3-year time. All right, let's go on. So what happened, more details. For the first semester, you will see that you have the major courses, the very fundamental concept about the PhD. What's the reason? What's the philosophy? So we have the excellent professor who are going to teach you about the philosophy and the research design very first semester. Then you will have another 2 professors who will teach you about the statistics as well as the econometrics. So as a very new student, before you start your research, you understand why there is a need for the research. You understand why you're gonna do some kind of topic, why you should select that topic, why you shouldn't select that topic, as well as you can also see the statistical tools. What are the statistical tools you need to use, and what kind of econometrics model you should apply for your PhD. So this is the first semester. Then in the second semester, we will actually divide you based on your major. So if you are from the accounting major, you will get the best professor from our school as well as from the overseas who are going to come and teach you about the accounting concept as well as the very details about the accounting theories and the topic related to there. Then if you are from the marketing, you will also get the expert professor who will teach you, who will guide you to develop your research as well as your PhD program. Similar goes to the finance or management. For example, I'm teaching the management subject, micro-organizational behavior. So what I do or what we do in the classroom, we start with the very classical theories. for example, the theory of classical management, like the bureaucratic organization, scientific management. Then we go together with the student and professor, we try to draw the historical development of the management, right? Then we try to understand the system thinking and the different kind of theories and how actually these theories are really applicable in the real organization. For example, McDonald's, for example, Netflix. So we actually develop the very fundamental background for you with the research, as well as we show you the practice of the management theory. So this is the second semester. Then what happened in the third semester, after the second semester, you will have the QE exam. So this exam is a very important exam. We hope that you become kind of, if not the master with the topic, you at least like a very good knowledge with your major area. Then the QE exam is pretty much tough, but once you pass this QE exam, then you will see that you become the PhD candidate. So it's usually happen at the June of every year. Then on the third semester, or you can see like second year, first semester, you will have to work with your supervisor. So working with supervisor doesn't mean that you just work yourself, just do the dissertation, write the thesis, not like that. We hope that you join with other students. So we arrange number of workshop, PhD workshop, where you can share your concept with other PhD fellow mate, and you can develop your dissertation. So this is the first semester. Then the second semester, you have also the dissertation, where we hope that you get understanding very details of your research topic. So this is the second year. Then after the second year, on the third year, first semester, we hope that you are almost like finishing your dissertation writing. So you have to follow the other professor, you have to follow your professor as well as other student, what they say about this specific area. Then on the second semester of the third year, we hope that you can complete your PhD by completing your dissertation, as well as attending the conference, as well as publishing the paper, right? So basically, like, you have a very tough time here, and you need to work with the other candidate to complete your dissertation. So throughout the whole PhD program, all the subject, we expect you to get at least the B, which is the 3 out of 4, and anyone get less than B cannot get the PhD. So it's not possible to graduate from here without the minimum score of 3. Then we have a lot of facilities for you. We have the library, we have the computer lab, and we have other facilities. Let's talk about the library. So we have our main library at Thapachan campus, as well as our Thammasat Business School library. We have also library like economics faculty library. You can also use the other libraries in the other faculties. Not only that, if you need any kind of facility from any library throughout the whole Thailand, all the national library, we can get the access for you, and you can go there, you can use the facility there. We have the computer lab, so you can use this computer lab for a quite long time, and we have sophisticated software like all this database, so you can come and use this facility all the time. Now, once you enroll here, we're gonna give you email address as well as internet access. We're gonna give you the parking sticker as well as the key card to access to the facilities. Now, throughout the whole PhD program, you will see that there are a number of visiting professors coming here. So these are the few names, as you can see here. These are the professors who usually come to our program, teach our students. So you can meet with them, you can share your thought with them and learn from their knowledge. Now, the PhD workshop is a regular activity at Thammasat Business School. You can see that your fellow PhD student, they also come and share their concept, as well as professors from around the world, they come and share their concept with our PhD student. So number of workshops happen all the time. So we encourage you to join all the workshop, get the benefit from there. You should learn how to do the research, as well as how to publish your research for the top tier journal. And then you will see that the workshop, not only by the professor from the Thammasat Business School, but most of the time we bring the professor from abroad. So here is one example. You can see that Professor Emeritus Chamhui Siwa from Malaysia, he also joined with our student and share his thought over the time. We have also a workshop where we got the fellow from Harvard Business School and come with our PhD students, share their idea, and our student got benefit from there. So when you get admission here, what happened? You will see a fantastic campus. Yeah, Thammasat Business School located at the very old town of Bangkok. So you can see that all this heritage building, for example, our dome building, one of the historic building, as well as you can see that the blue color and white, that's our Thammasat Business School. Just in front of the Thammasat Business School, there is a huge football field. And you will also have the running score there. If you want to run, if you want to go for gymnasium, we have all these facilities there. We have our computer lab and we have our world-class meeting room as well as computer facilities all the time available for our student. Right, so here's the tuition fee. You can see that the tuition fee for the Thai student is 900,000 plus, and for the international student is 1 million Thai baht. But the good news is that we do have certain scholarship, but you need to work with your professor. So for example, for the foreign student, we have full scholarship. If you're a highly qualified student, we usually have the very good scholarship package for you. And for the university scholarship, you can see that there is also teaching assistant. You need to work with your professor so you can get the teaching opportunity. As well as we also provide funding for our student to attend the international conference. 80,000 Thai baht is good enough to attend almost like anywhere in the world to go for a conference. Okay? And we also provide the research assistantship, depend on the professor project. If your project is very related to your professor project, you probably can get some financial benefit. Okay? So what are the requirements to get the admission here? The very first thing, you need to have a master's degree, right? And then we also hope that you complete your English requirement. There are different criteria you can follow with all of it. For example, we have the TU-GATE. You can follow that score. You can also have the TOEFL, or you can have the IELTS. So all are acceptable here. But the score should be within 2 years. So before 2 years, we don't accept. So it has to be within 2 years. Then we also need the English requirement. In case like your English requirement is not complete, we give you 1 semester time to complete your English requirement. We also need some kind of GMAT or the GRE or the Smart TU. We have also English version. I can talk with you later. Then we need the 2 recommendation letter as well as your purpose of the study, why you want to study at Thammasat Business School. So these are the few things you need to provide for getting the admission at our program. Now, what's the graduation requirement? Graduation requirement, as I mentioned earlier, that you must need to maintain the 3 GPA throughout whole your PhD program, all the coursework, all the time for the dissertation, right? Along with that one, you got to pass with the QE exam. You need to also go for a conference. Yeah? You need to publish your work, and you need to defend your proposal as well as your PhD. So whole things is like a 3-year time. We hope that student complete within 3-year time. Now, the more information about the admission. So here's the admission criteria. The first thing is you need to actually provide all these documents that we mentioned earlier, as well as you need to come for a interview. So you will meet with the PhD committee and you will be asked different kind of question like why you were interested for our program, how the PhD program will develop your future career, all kind of question we ask. We try to understand whether you are really qualified for the program or not. Now, these are the few deadlines As you can see that the application is, you have to submit within the May 6th. And once you apply for the program, then we will let you know within 13 May about your status. Then you will be invited for the interview if you are qualified on 22nd of May. Then you will have the announcement for the PhD admission. It's going to be on 6th of June. If you get admission, you can start your PhD from the August of this year. Now, to get the admission, you need to complete the English requirement. So we have a paper-based test. These are the dates you can see here, as well as we have the computer-based test. Please feel free to contact with the TU GRAD. They will give you more details about the payment, application fee, as well as the date. Sometimes it's more or less as you can see in the slide, but sometimes they may change a little bit, so keep in touch with them. Right. Then we have Smart TU. Smart TU, we have the Thai Smart TU, which is on, you can see that the 27th of April as well as 23rd of March. We also have the Smart TU in English. So if you want to admit for the PhD program, if you are a foreign student, you can apply for this special kind of English TU Smart test. It's mostly like similar like the GMAT or GRE, and you can complete this course. If you have a good score, you can apply for our program. Now, if you have any question, don't hesitate to contact with us. These are our contact information. Feel free to keep in touch all the time. So that's more or less about our PhD program. If you have any question, feel free to ask, and I will try to cover as much as I can. One general question is like, how long it takes for the PhD program? So in general, we expect the student to complete within 3 years. But to be honest with you, it's difficult to complete within 3 years. So most of the students take 5 years. Sometimes they even take the 6 years or even more. So keep in touch with our professor when you are here. It depends on you. If you can publish, if you can attend the conference, which is internationally recognized conference, and if you can defend your proposal, if you can complete your thesis, sure, you can complete within 3 years. But in general, it's take longer than 3 years. Is there any scholarship for the Thai student? Well, we don't have exactly scholarship for the Thai student, but what we can see that there are professors who got the research budget. So research project. For example, myself, I have the research project, and I look for the student. Sometimes it's hard to get the student who are actually working similar like my topic. So why not you check with your professor? Once you come here, you can talk to the professor, and then maybe you will get the scholarship. But we don't have any specific scholarship for the Thai student. What about the scholarship for the international student? For international student, the scholarship is in general full scholarship. We have like a scholarship that can give you 15,000 Thai baht every month, as well as the full tuition fee. You don't need to pay anything. That's the A scholarship. But we also have the B category scholarship, where we ask the student to manage their cost, but they don't need to pay for the tuition fee. So these are the two types of scholarship we have in general. Right. Can I select the professor from the different department? Definitely you can select anyone from the different department. So we have our major, like a 4 major, as you can see, that marketing, accounting, management, and finance. These are the 4 major. But within these 4 major, we also have the professor from the real estate. We have the professor from the different background. For example, supply chain. If you want to work with that kind of professor or that kind of research topic, feel free to contact with them, and they can help you to get your dissertation. And maybe like one more question. How about like Thai immigration system? Can I get the visa easily? Definitely yes. There is no issue with the visa. We are one of the top business school in Thailand. So as soon as you get admission, you got the all document from us, you submit to your embassy, Thai embassy in your area, and then you should get the scholarship, you should get the visa within the time. So by August, there is no issue to get the visa. Any other question? Okay, thank you very much for joining with us today. I hope you enjoy. If you have any question, do not hesitate to contact us. We have our staff all the time. We can reply you in email. You can also follow our Facebook page or the LinkedIn page. Keep in touch with us. Join with our workshop. It's usually the free workshop. You can come and join with our PhD student, learn about the program. We hope all the best for you. Thank you very much for today.